chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else, let me like you do. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give.
What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. But if you're not, that's good. Let's get in the head. I gave you a little self-care routine of mine and a wash day routine, so that's why I didn't do much talking in the beginning of this video, but we're gonna get straight into it because I know that there's a lot of people asking me questions about like the au pair program and stuff like that, so I wanted to go a little bit more in detail about it, like because I answered the questions about like the agency. I'm sure that a lot of you will have questions like what happens next after you submit your application. Don't mind me, I'm multitasking. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure that this path is somewhat straight. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I needed to at least be decent. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because if you don't know what you're doing, and don't forget to turn the bell and like a ding dong. Okay, so once you done choosing your agency and you go and meet with them, and they tell you, okay, we need these documents from you, which is your matric certificate. You need to show them your passport. You need to have your driver's license. And then you don't have to have your references on that date that you go to see the agency, but as long as you know that you're working towards it, or that you have a few references that you know of, then you can let them know that my timer went off. I forgot to turn it off and it just went off now. But so yeah, you let them know that you're working towards getting your references and your hours if you don't have any, but if you do, you can tell them, okay, I have a certain amount of hours at the moment, but I am gonna work towards getting more. Also, what I'm using on my hair is K Curly's moisturizing leave-in conditioner, and guys, it's amazing. I watched this girl on YouTube and that's what made me buy her product, because her hair is so nice and healthy. Oh my gosh, and her hair grew so much from using the deep conditioner and the leave-in conditioner. So yeah, you let them know that you're working towards getting some experience, and then they'll ask you questions like, when are you looking to go, or the specific states that you would want to be placed in, even though there's no guarantee that you'll get placed in those states. You can lay all of that on the table and let them know, and they'll try to the best of their ability to be in those states. But I guess that when it comes to actually going where you want to go, I think you should focus more on the family itself and how they treat you instead of the state that they live in, because you will be able to visit those states anyway if they travel, or else even if they don't travel, it's okay, because you can travel on your own. You can budget nicely and then you can travel on your own. After that, then it's kind of a waiting game again, and you wait to hear from them until your profile is actually put up, and then you wait for families to start contacting you. And once they start contacting you, then I'm sweating so much. Then once they start contacting you, you can keep working on your hours and your experience and start sorting out your video as well. if the agency hasn't already put your video up. Then eventually, once all of that is over, you will have to go for a visa interview. Once you have your placement, once you have submitted everything, and once you've made payments towards your program, then I couldn't be looking at all you and the family will speak a few times, and they'll introduce you to the kids, and they'll make a decision with whether they want to go with you or whether they want to keep the options open. Once it goes to the visa process, which I'll make another video on that, but I think that shouldn't be a big stress, in all honesty. But also don't just completely put it off and be like, oh no, it should be fine, I'll get my visa first time. Things don't always happen the way that you want it to. So I think just getting the most experience with children of all ages, whether it's special needs, whether it's just regular children, just do what you need to do and make sure that you come up with questions, as I said before, to ask the family, so that you know that you asked them everything that you needed to ask them, and they know that they asked you everything that they needed to ask you. And if the day of the interview you can't think of any questions, then just maybe whenever you think of something, write it down. And also just keep open communication with the family, because then that way they'll see that, okay, she is actually putting effort into wanting to match with us, and even if it doesn't work out, then at least you know you did everything that you needed to, or that you wanted to, and you said everything that you needed to say, so that there was no room for confusion. And I also told you, you must be very open-minded, because sometimes girls come here and they don't wanna do stuff that is out of their responsibilities, which is fine, but you and the family need to agree on that, you know, beforehand, so there's no surprises when you do eventually come in and they're like, oh, but could you please possibly do this for us? And then you're like, no, that's not a part of my job, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. You can either say yes or you can say no, but even when you do say no, you don't have to be rude about it. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to keep in mind. Oh, and just be yourself. Be yourself. There's no point in pretending, because eventually everything's gonna come to light. So if you pretending with the family or is pretending with you, it will all show and it will all come to light. And the only reason why I said be open and communicate with the families, so that when the time comes, you don't have to go through the rematch process and have to like find a family in 2 weeks and start stressing and then thinking, am I gonna go home? Am I gonna find another family? And all of that. So that's why you shouldn't go with your first match, and you also shouldn't just rush to pick a family because you wanna leave, because then it doesn't always work in your favor, you know? And set goals for yourself before you leave, so that you know, okay, I'm gonna accomplish just this, that, and the other. And even if you don't, just keep working towards it. Baby steps. Start with one thing. Once you complete that, once you're done with it, then work towards the next thing and the next thing, and then things will start flowing. And people, let me just burst those bubbles. Don't think that America is like what you see on TV, because not everything is what it seems. Because just like how people think that South Africa is some type of way, it's the exact same thing with America. And a lot of girls get culture shock because you come into a place and you're thinking, oh, this is what I saw in movies. Don't get me wrong, there are places that are like the movies, but There's other places that aren't like the movies. So don't have this fairy tale mindset that, oh, I'm gonna be living like I'm on Camp Rock or High School Musical. Cause baby, if that's the case, then you might as well not do this program. If you're the agencies, be open with your agents and make sure that they understand what type of family you want as well. Don't just go with their flow and be like, yeah, I'll take it, or yeah, I'll do this, or yeah, I'll do that, just to say that you can leave, you know? And that's what I said. This program, oh my gosh, I always struggle with one side. Look at how nice and normal this side came out, and then this side is always a problem. That's why I said to you that this program is not for everybody. Well, I've said this to people that I know as well that have been interested in doing this. This program is not for everybody, and my experience may not be somebody else's experience. So you can't expect to get what I got out of the whole program to come out of your experience. And yes, it can be motivation for you to work towards something. Don't expect it to be like, oh, he can do this, so I'm sure I can do that, which you could, but also leave room for disappointments, because things are not always as they seem, and people wanna live somebody else's experience, and it's not always the case. And when you're coming with that mindset, things tend to go wrong, because you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing it to try and be like somebody else. And don't try to do this to please other people. Make sure that this is something that you really want to do and that you're passionate about, and that you're gonna get something out of the experience, you know, positive or negative, because every failure is a lesson too. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep asking you questions on my Instagram so that you can let me know what you wanna hear more about or see more of. But I'll keep making this like a series about the opiate program, because I've been getting contacted more often than usual about this. So I want to help people as much as I can, because I wish I had help when I was becoming a part of the program, because not everybody is willing to help the next person because they don't want them to do better than them, and that's crazy to me. I want to see everybody win, so if I could help somebody else, I most definitely will. I'm shining bright like a diamond, guys. Oh my gosh, and my hair's sticking out. I need to find a way to make this side of my hair grow, because this side is fine, but this side, the front of my hair is a little tricky. Yeah. This is what it looks like. I know the pot is probably not straight, but it is what it is. Nothing is perfect. Yo, guys, being a natural curly girl is a second job. I swear, it's too much. As you can see, I'm hot and bothered because of my hair. That you guys like this video and that you guys enjoyed, that you'll be back for more, and that you will keep passing on the message to let people know about my channel, because you know, if I win, you win, and then we all win because we were a team. But I love you, and we will be back with more videos.
Could you catch my vibe if I could match it?